What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Shadowverse. So last time we did Destiny and the Perfect Being. In this video, we'll at least be doing Inescapable Fate and Converging Bonds. And I'm not sure if there'll be two shorts where I might want to do some more, but yeah, we'll definitely see. Anyways, in Inescapable Fate, after the destruction of her homeworld, Elena chases after Nerva, which yeah, that's where we left off at the end of the previous video, where Elena finally catch up with Nerva. Jumping from world to world, everywhere she went, she bore witness to the countless tragedies the Keeper left in her wake. Now, with her fallen companion's sword in hand, she finally catches up to Nerva. I do wonder what that means. If did she also travel to like Asunia and all the others that, yeah, pretty much Nerva affected, but maybe not successfully, like I guess destroyed or purged or whatever. I guess we'll see. Anyways, here we go, man. Let's keep going, man. We're almost done. Almost done. Almost Shadowverse Worlds
I
Beyond.
jumped from world to world with how little progress I made. It felt like I was going in circles, but something in my heart, a faded memory, pushed me to keep going. Hey, are you alright?
Oh.
That's a lot of blood. What happened?
Doomed girl. Is it because like her world is about to be like destroyed or purged?
Over there. I heard something.
Come on, get up. I know you're in no shape, but we have to go, now!
The worlds I visited were so different from my own. But one thing never changed. None of them were happy. People suffered and fought amongst themselves. And every time, it was her doing.
Welcome,
Ooh.
visitor from another world. You tell a rather tall tale, but I suppose anything is possible with that wretched keeper on the loose. Purgation is nigh. I can see it in your glare. You know all too well what that means. Come, follow me. I will impart all the knowledge I can share.
Wow. So like, does he know about the keepers too, or is he just like, you know, just believing her situation and just trying to make the most out of it?
That's how each world went. I'd start by learning more about it, piece by piece. Things I never understood before came to light. About people, keepers, and Nerva's cruelty. The truth made my blood run cold. My ignorance had come with repercussions heavier, wider spread than I ever imagined.
Elena, what do you mean, why? I know the fighting's scary, but... we can't just stop because it makes everyone sad. If we gave up without a fight, we'd regret that more than going down swinging. We all loved our king. He was kind and just... But losing the queen, it changed him.
Oh. What if like the king is gonna be like the vessel too?
The crusade didn't end with the monsters who assassinated her, though. He got scarily devout, praying for retribution. Now, he's trying to purge the whole kingdom.
Wow. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see like the other worlds, even though probably it will be, I guess, a short-lived, I guess, within a storytelling like sense. Because yeah, like we don't even know the name of this girl, so she's probably gonna be not that important to know right now, or like, you know, it's kind of like pointless when we know she's probably not gonna be around for long.
I don't want to fight. I just want to stop the king and the keeper who corrupted him. Make sense? We've got a world to save, so we could really use your help.
I feel like we're about to see like a montage of Elena just going world by world and like doing like a fast forward type thing, like a really short summary of like each one and their own struggles and all that. Like I don't think we'll be getting any detailed characters, maybe more generic ones like this girl over here.
Everywhere was the same. They'd fight and lose the people important to them. So they'd fight more. But even with all the pain, there were moments of hope.
Really? Sounds like you've had a tough journey. To lose your homeworld and still have the resolve to go around trying to save others. Elena, once everything's over, why don't you come live with me? That way, you'll always have a home waiting at the end of your adventure. My parents love you, so they won't mind. I swear. I want to give something back, you know? So it's a promise, right?
A promise. It's funny how that one word made the weight on my heart a little lighter. For so long, I had nothing. Even my thoughts were taken up by Nerva. But the promise gave me something. Hope. A future, or illusions of them, at least.
I'm sorry. I tried to follow your plan, but I failed. I never should have dragged you into this. So don't cry. Don't worry about saving us anymore. You can still escape. You have to hurry to the next world before it's
Man.
too late.
You know, I do like the concept of this world here where the king has gone mad and now he wants to purge the world. I wish we can see it, but I don't mind it being like a montage type thing.
You've already endured so much for others' sakes. But you deserve to be happy too.
Like I don't think it's really needed to, go into detail, but the concept of this world sounds interesting. But, I just want to see what happens to the king. I want to see this king man.
Forget about us. You have to go.
I'm so tired of it all. Whenever I think I've found something, anything, it gets ripped away again and again and again and again. I just want the tragedy to end.
Go. It's too late for us. You must flee before the world falls. The rest of us will be fine. We chose to fight for our futures, and now we reap what we sowed. I see now. War, perhaps, was not the answer. We should have accepted our fates and enjoyed the time we had left with our families.
Well, we never know. I mean, I feel like it's not pointless to where, we just accept defeats and spend time. We would never know if we were able to stop the purgation.
Alas, I cannot turn back time. I ask only that you take my regrets to heart. You walk a sorrowful path. The power to sever Nerva from fate, to restore the world that should have been. That is no small burden. I fear, though, even should you succeed and revert your world to its true timeline, it may not be the home you remember. There's nothing to say it will be happy or even so much as inhabitable.
You talked about, like, reverting the world? What? Apparently that's a thing. Revert your world to its true timeline. I'm wondering if he's saying true, meaning that it's without Nerva's influence, like a world without Nerva, so that it would just pretty much run normally, as if she was never there. I'm wondering if that's what it means by true timeline, or maybe something else. But apparently reverting your world. I wonder what that means.
So please, fight not for an uncertain future, but for yourself, for your happiness here and now. That's what she would have wanted.
What does it mean to fight for my happiness? Is that not what I've been fighting for? I've continued this horrible journey for so long. Because I thought getting rid of Nerva would fix everything. What do I do if it doesn't? I don't understand. All I find are questions, never answers. I'm so lost.
You know who isn't lost? Ewan. Ewan doesn't care. He just wants vengeance, dude. Yeah, just follow his example. Just think about it later on, maybe. For now, just be, like, bloodthirsty. I feel like that's probably better for the universe in general. Before, like, you think what comes after. Here we go.
You're...
And here I thought I was rid of you. Just as fate reclaimed what Nexus stole from the elf, it seems destiny won't let me be free of you. You, who stole everything I had. But I got everything back.
Nerva!
Ooh.
I can tell you're feeling exactly what I felt. Boundless sorrow and fury.
Yeah, you see, like, I remember back then, like, during Elena's story, I was talking about how, like, maybe Elena is actually Nerva. Just because of the clothing over here with the headbands. You can see it now, like, side by side. Wait, that was, like, one thing I thought about. And then, also the Lydia thing, too, with the, I guess, with the body. But, like, I wasn't sure if it was, like, you know, like, maybe it has to be one. I don't think I thought about it being, like, a mixture of them.
Then why? If you understand our pain, why do you keep inflicting it? There wasn't a single world I managed to save everywhere I went. People were suffering because of you. And all I could do was jump to the next, hoping to find you. And now, I've got you. I can finally make it all stop.
So that wretch of a hero passed on his abilities. He wasn't bluffing about their extent either. How many generations of prayer did his ancestors give to overpower fate itself? All that for a last-ditch hope of erasing me from existence.
All the lives Nerva defiled will be restored to as they were before. Everything she brought about will be erased. Every
Oh.
encounter, every death, none of it will have happened.
Okay, so that's what it means by reverting the world. Okay. Yeah, as if none of it ever happened. Dang. What is that gonna do with the timeline? With, like, every world? That's gonna be crazy to think about. Because, like, also with, like, our current timeline, like, it's also, like, what made our characters the way they are, with, like, Rowan and stuff, of him being able to, like, control his powers and not being afraid to use it. And, you know, for some other characters, like, moving on, like with Isabel. I'm just wondering, like, what the actual effects of this reverting of the world. Because I'm just wondering if that will reverse, like, the lessons learned from those characters. If maybe they'll be reverted back to their old selves again. Or maybe they'll be... Or maybe they'll keep, like, maybe some kind of, like, semblance of, like... Maybe, like, a feeling of them, like, learning from their mistakes, even though they don't even know it.
The fact that her disciples ever worshipped
Or
her
maybe
will
they'll not
fade
forget it
away.
all. You'll just
The
be
fact of
like,
their corruption,
I don't
the
know.
transformation into monsters,
I need
every
to-
tragedy that befell them, and countless others, will be undone.
Yeah, I just probably will need to see the ending of this whole thing. I am kind of curious about that reverting now.
That boy, Asher, he will no longer need to bear that terrible burden. He will be spared a gruesome death.
He will? But doesn't that mean we won't get abducted?
Yeah, here. So
And he and I...
yeah, definitely like the past will change. So like our original heroes would have never met like the people from the other worlds that made them grow as people. So like I'm just wondering about that.
You've understood.
What is that going to look like? It's just hard to imagine.
I never met. None of that will have happened.
It's kind of hard to imagine just because there's been like so much work being done just to like undo everything as if Nerva never existed. It's like a really weird feeling that it's kind of hard to imagine.
The same goes for me. If I do this, my comrades and I will never cross paths. They will not die on my behalf, and will go on to lead lives of peace. It's the right thing to do. To return things to how they were before Nerva interfered.
What a miserable man he was. The weight of his grand quest was more than he could carry. But he soldiered on even though he desperately wished to give up. It would have saved him a great deal of hassle if he had. He died in vain, just as you will.
I won't let it be for nothing! Not his death, or Asher's, or anyone else's! I'll make their dreams come true!
Do you really have the guts to erase it all? Think of all the things you learned on your magical little adventure. You know, don't you? Even if you get rid of me like they want, it won't save you.
You know, it's kind of funny now just seeing Nerva having these emotions now. She talks very differently. At least, like, the feeling of her feels very different. Like, she doesn't sound, like, robotic anymore.
Because if it weren't for me, you never would have met Asher, would you? All the precious bonds you made, gone forever.
So it is going to be reverted, okay. Like, a part of me wonders if, you know, that's not the case. I'm just wondering how, like, people like Kratos even got that knowledge. But I guess here Nerva confirmed it.
Just like my vessel, Lydia. That realization is what pushed her over the edge, into Purgation's arms.
Yeah, that was a mistake of like Kratos saying that, like, so I will never meet Asher? Yes, you will never meet him.
My worshippers brought you to that glade, and sent your darling Asher to go sacrifice you. But in the end, he sacrificed himself, didn't he? You do have memories, though, of bliss, joy, sorrow, and fury. All the moments you shared. If you erase me, though, you lose even that. Yes, there's no use trying to deny it. Deep down, you know he's gone. And you'll never get him back. All this time you've been deluding yourself. But you can't pretend anymore. Defeating me will fix nothing.
No. You're wrong! It had to be for something! It had to!
Aren't you tired of fighting? Revenge isn't what you really wanted. Even if you could kill me, you'd still be alone and empty-handed, with nowhere to go. You don't even get to be a hero. Resetting your homeworld won't save any of the countless others you saw me purge.
It won't?
Okay, let me just see that again. Wow. So reverting her world will probably work, but not the other people. So not like, not like Alistair, Asunia, and maybe in a way it's for the better for at least Asunia, maybe. Well, no, I mean, the thing is they lost Leod, but at the same time, like I don't know if if it weren't for like that whole war with Maisha, then like the Count of Solari and the Blade Rights maybe would never have gotten along. Or like even with Maisha and Cetus, like they would have probably have never met in the first place, since Maisha would have never like maybe teleported to Cetus's world. I feel like, with the way things ended, maybe she'll be happier that way, even Cetus too. Like I'm just wondering if that's like the ending we're gonna get, where her world will return, but I guess the others won't.
Look, you didn't know? That man never did explain his powers to you, did he? The hope you inherited is built on wishes for your world alone. They didn't know there were other worlds to pray for.
Oh. Okay.
Fate, however, is like a web of interwoven threads. I gather the prospect of snipping one sounded revolutionary to you, but it doesn't change the greater picture. You could free a handful of strangers, perhaps, but no matter how hard you struggle, the web will remain as tightly woven as ever.
You've already endured so much for others' sakes. But you deserve to be happy too.
So yeah, that world that Elena was in, that's definitely gone forever now, I guess. But what if like you do a super power prayer to also pray for the other worlds too, and not just like what they've been doing back in Elena's world there, or Ash's world?
I'm glad you understand. Fate cannot be changed so easily. Believe me, you're not the first to try. There was a vessel who attempted something similar. She sacrificed innumerable timelines, and a numbing amount of her own time, to sift out one miraculously ideal strand of fate.
Okay, wow, that's kind of cool. Flo West, like coming in with the lore. Yeah, well, I was like wondering what's up with her power. Okay. I'm not sure if we're about to get like her entire story here, but at least we know like with her power, the source of it.
She was willing to pay so much for so little. But you, Elena, have only memories left to give. The joy of meeting your chosen one. The blissful moments you spent together. The fury you felt when you lost him. And the lonely sorrow that haunts you to this day. Those emotions are the essence of your very self. Everything that makes you, you. You can't surrender that. Not for a world without him. You cannot kill me.
Master... Everyone... I just...
If you concede, I will reward you. For the rest of your life, you'll have sweet dreams of the future you fought so hard for. Trust your heart. Close your eyes and rest. Just tell me your dreams, and I'll make them come true.
My... dreams... I don't know. I've been wandering so long. My mind is... lost. All I know is that I have to keep going. Something in my heart keeps pushing me forward. I don't know what, or why, or how. Is it his memory? Or just my own wishful thoughts? Why can't I remember? There has to be something I'm fighting for. A dream. I promise to make come true. Ah, this light. Sure?
Hmm.
I'm not worth bringing back.
Yeah, this is where he died.
So please, go on without me. And get back the smile
There we go. That's
I loved so much.
that's a motive she can use to not dream.
Elena, I'm sorry.
For her to smile. For Asher.
I remember your last wishes. It's okay now, Asher. Just like I promised, you shared your dreams when I lost mine. And I told you I would grant them.
Here we go. Raise the
So I'll
sword.
go on.
How? You shouldn't be able to defy your emotions. That's not how human processing works. You're supposed to choose joy over sorrow.
I wish I could. It hurts so much to accept that you're probably right. Even if I beat you, it won't fix everything. Asher and I weren't meant to be together.
Then why
Yeah,
do you
interesting.
struggle?
Yeah, right now Nerva's just thinking about like emotions taking over. They'll make the decisions for you, but Elena's thinking logically. Like she does have emotions, but you know, there is logic with like how she processes her decisions.
Because I don't have to be there with him.
Like she does feel sorrowful, but
He's the one who told
and
me
she wants to be happy.
I could keep going. That's all he wanted.
But she chooses to be more on the sad side right now. Since, you know, it's not real, you can't really bring him back in a dream.
So that's what
And
I
also the
want
promise
to
too with Asher.
Even if we drift farther and farther apart. Even if we never find the happiness we sought, I'll keep going. To make my dreams come true.
Ooh.
And that starts with my revenge!
Yeah, very cool, man. I like this a lot. And yeah, I really did not remember anything about the whole reverting the world. I kind of forgot about that. I know they showed the cutscenes there, but I just completely forgot about all that. Anyway, guys, yeah, that one was a long one. I think we'll just do one more, Convergent Bonds, and then we'll do... Man, we're almost there. Convergent Bonds. Ewan continues battling waves of Nerva's monsters. Throughout most of his journey, he has been fueled by rage. This time, he is driven by the grievances of those who fell by the Keeper's hands and the futures of his comrades that he wishes to protect. Alright, here we go, man. Back to Ewan, I guess. And I guess maybe memories, too. Yeah, we didn't really get a montage of, like, those worlds that Elena has visited. I thought maybe they would show more of that. Like, maybe even, like, one scene for each world. Where, like, you just see people, like, that are close to Elena, but... Yeah, they just only showed one world.
There's no end to them. I must have destroyed thousands, but for each foe I strike down, a new one appears. Their numbers only multiply. Their dark influence is spreading, threatening to devour all. But I cannot lose hope. Ah! No darkness can obscure my path! I fight for more than my own revenge. I shoulder the grievances of all of Nerva's victims. She will have her way no more!
Ooh. What is this?
Couldn't have said it better.
Yes.
Nerva's going down.
Let's go. Orisa. And friends, probably. Friends? The power of friendship?
Thank you. I knew I could trust you. All of you.
Avengers! Oh, this is dude, this is definitely an Avengers endgame moment here. Oh, oh man. And Orisa. This is really cool, man.
I'm just glad we got here before it was too late.
Right? It was tough, but I did everything I could to help.
You really did, Luna. And as much as I hate to say it, we owe Baphomet too. He really did help send us to Nerva. No luck. Nerva must be interfering with teleportation.
I can't get it to work.
It'll be fine, Luna. We've done everything we can do. Let's save our strength and trust Eleanor. A shade? Not now.
No, get away from us.
I can't even catch a minute's rest.
And more importantly, I can't get a minute to work without something interrupting me. Nicola!
Eleanor, if you're here, then... Did you finish preparing the spell?
It's certainly not my finest work, but thanks to everyone's support, I'm fully confident I can warp you to your destination. And because I think ahead, I copied down the formulas for you. That should make it much easier to pick up your allies on the way.
Nice.
I think we'll have to keep the goodbyes short.
Nicola!
Hey, no need to worry. Eleanor and I can hold them off until Cetus gets back.
Exactly. Now go finish things on your end. We'll clean up things
that's-
here, and then we can finally get started on a celebration.
That's gonna be crazy. They're gonna come back with Maisha.
Right. I've got to hand it to Eleanor. Developing a functional dimension shift in so little time.
Nerva insults us. Surely she could have prepared something more entertaining than these minions.
Don't underestimate them. They're tougher than the ones Nexus had.
Brace yourselves! There's more!
Whoa! Who are...
You're...
Yeah, the one from Ametchi.
Let's go. I was wondering when he was gonna come, dude. The Wolfman that I forgot the name all the time.
Thank you for helping me find my way back.
Oh man.
I got my closure with Taketsumi.
Oh, he did.
So now it's my turn to clear your path.
Wait, did he really get a closure? He was never there though. Like unless he found a body. Yeah, Tsurugi is back. I was wondering when he was gonna come, man, because I felt like maybe it was a bit too late for him to come back into the story. But no, here he is, man. So I wonder if because he's here, do you think other people will come or no? Because I know with Itsurugi, like it makes sense for him to be also kind of like Arisa and the others where he's just traveling around and stuff.
Soot Spawn. I know it's not a great time for this, but they're smaller than I remember. These are just
because
empty
they're
husks,
big.
though. The memories inside are what made real Soot strong.
Do they still have memories? Oh, he said empty husk, so they don't have memories.
Itsurugi, I'm glad to see you, but why are you here?
Don't worry about it. You need to keep moving.
Okay, I thought for a second like more people will come.
Toll the hour, set the sun.
What the heck? Wait, who's this?
Tell me whence the moon hath come.
Oh my gosh, dude. When did she... What? What, did Itsurugi like go to the school to tell her what's going on? I don't think she would even know about all this. Like, I know she, you know, fought the Keeper, or like, you know, with Castell. That feels... I thought maybe, you know, the school world will be like on their own, like it's separate. Like that's a world that actually survive, that doesn't need to worry about this dimensional war. Alright, Verdelia's here, man. I didn't think I would see the school people come into play. Jeez.
Oh, wait, who are you?
Yeah, who the heck who are you to these guys?
Just a professor. Name's Verdelia, anyways. Castell, think you can take him?
Castell is here too.
I think I can, if you're helping.
Man, that's so cool. Alright, who else is gonna come, man? Dude, this is like the coolest thing ever, man.
We'll hold off the swarms. So hurry and find Nerva.
Ewan, what should we do?
We go on to face Nerva, knowing allies have our backs. We carry the wills of people far and wide, joined as one great force to reclaim our future.
Yeah, we're all here.
Wow.
So we've got this. Let's save our worlds once and for all.
You're not gonna lie, man?
You sure you don't want to go with him? I can hold things down here.
I am a bit like tearing up on this. Like I actually just like cried right now because like it's so cool to see it's like all the characters coming in together, man. Maybe not all the characters, but you know, it feels like a, you know, like a, how do you see it again? Like a full circle type moment.
It's fine. Ewan gave me a push on the back when I
It's like things are finally getting
so now
concluded.
we're even.
Like they're getting concluded, man. Even learning about Floessa's like past too, because she was like so mysterious.
Besides, I
And, like,
owe
why
you
is she
two
so
for helping me
powerful?
find him.
I mean, you're the Nerva hunter with teleportation powers. If you hadn't brought us, we'd still be in Lanecrest.
Ah. So yeah, it was him.
All right, enough talk. You ready?
Yeah. I'll power through these and catch up to you
So
and
wait.
myself.
Was he only had like, he just made like one trip just to get reinforcements, like to one world? I mean, that's still fine, man. I do like this a lot.
On it. Looks like we've got a good crowd. Now, watch and learn.
Okay, and that's it. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and end it there, man. Hey, that's got to be like one of my favorite scenes of all time. This mission here. Dang, dude. Like, yeah, it actually made me tear up just seeing all of them like come together. Dang, dude. The next one is the actual final boss. We got the boss here. We got Nerva to fight. The realm beyond. Jeez, and then until we meet again. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Wow. Yeah, Convergent Bonds, man. Definitely one of my favorite moments in Shadowverse, man. You know, not as big as like, you know, like an Avengers Endgame type thing, where you got people from other, like, you know, areas coming in together to help out against the biggest threat to all of them. But man, that was at least cool to see, man. Dude, if they brought more characters in, I'll probably be like bawling my eyes out, man. But that felt like a very cool moment, man. And Itsurugi, man, he's back. I was like really wondering if he would ever come back, because like I said, he was pretty much like on the same path as like Orisa and the others, where he's just going world to world, just doing like what they were doing. But yeah, now he's here. At least he has a purpose now. Like I didn't care if like maybe the purpose was small. Like he's just there to like hold, I guess, those monsters back with Verdelia. But at least he was there. At least we got to see him again, like as a closure thing. But yeah, guys, that was it for Inescapable Fate and Convergent Bonds. Next time, we'll try to finish things out with The Realm Beyond. And until we meet again, and then after that, Worlds Beyond, which I'm guessing will lead into Worlds Beyond. And so, yeah, that'll be for now, guys. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good